everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Catalina and I'm the person behind By Catalina Designs, and today we have another weekly journal. I'm pretty excited because during this week I managed to finish with the pattern for and tutorial for the Medley sweater, the mosaic sweater, and actually, while I was filming this weekly journal, it happened to release the pattern on Tuesday. So yeah, I managed to do it. So basically this will be the second video of the week because we already have the video tutorial for the Medley sweater. And then because I finished with the pattern, I started to work on the blouse, on the video tutorial for this blouse, using the other shade of Arcane Fiber Works fingering wave yarn. And while I was working on, I was thinking how about to test a few short rows and lower the neckline a bit, but I tested out on the cotton version and I will show you in this video how I did it. So yeah, I will take you along day by day except Thursday, I think, because I didn't film anything on Thursday. It was a busy day, and I hope you'll follow along. It's Monday morning. I just dropped my daughter to school and had a walk back, and now I'm about to start my day. I will have to answer an email because I need to send a pattern, and then I want to start writing on my website the pattern for the mosaic sweater. And then if I manage to write it on the website, then I can publish everything, the video tutorial and the pattern itself on the other platforms. I did manage to work a bit on the blouse this weekend, and later on maybe I will show you a bit of progress. For now, this is the plan for the morning, and I hope that I will finish everything in today, and then to have the rest of the week for other projects. During the weekend I ordered a yarn for the black blouse and also some new yarn because I have a project in mind that it's haunting me for years, and maybe I will be able to do it. And I will tell you more about this week. Maybe this week I will be able to start working on that project, and then I can tell you more about it. So that, yeah, these are my plans for today, to finish with the mosaic pattern. I know that I keep telling you, but yeah, this is how long it takes. And yeah, hopefully I will still have time to work a bit on the blouse. During this weekend I started a knitted project. You can see it on my desk over here. I don't know if I did it okay or not. I do have a lot of medium weight yarn leftovers, and I said that slowly to start and knit a sweater. So yeah, I don't know, it's just a project to use up some yarn, and we'll see what it will be. But this is not something that I'm focused on. It's just if I have enough time during the day or maybe in the evenings to just chill and work a few more rounds. So yeah, I will start the day, keep you updated, and let's see what this week will bring us. I did a mistake that I started to work a few rounds for the knitting project that I just started. I now started to work with this small cake that I have from the with my scraps. I made some cakes and 1.5 hours passed and I was keep kneading. So yeah, I think it's time to stop working on this and to do the other things that I need to work on. But it was so addicted because I just put these colors and then I switched to bigger needles. But now I will stop. I need to stop because yeah, I need to finish with that pattern. Yay! I did it! I pushed the button. It's Tuesday today and I managed to finish everything with the Medley sweater, and now it's live. The pattern, the video tutorial, everything in Romanian, in English, and I'm happy! Every time I finish with releasing one pattern, it's such a great feeling. Because if you follow along for the last 3 weeks, I think I'm keep on working on the pattern, and now that it's finally out there, it's so nice. So yeah, I did it. It's 12 in the afternoon, 12.5 actually. I still have 1 more hour until I will have to go and pick up my daughter from school, and I think I will go for a nicely walk to just relax. Now it's cloudy outside. It's sunny, cloudy, sunny, cloudy, but I think it's a nice weather and I will go and have a walk. Because I'm tired. I'm really tired. This pattern releasing, and not only with this one but with everyone, it's so exhausting. Now by the time that you will see this video, the pattern and the video tutorial will be there for a while, because now is Tuesday, and most probably I will publish the weekly journal at the end of the week, as I'm used to. And yeah, so let's see what we have for the rest of the week. I decided to take a walk before going to pick up my daughter. I'm wearing the Dare to Be Cozy cardigan because it's a nice weather. I'm in my favorite park, and I took some projects with me, well, a couple of projects with me. Maybe I will have time to stop somewhere and have a few stitches. And this morning I started to work on the Arcane Fiber blouse. This is the progress so far. I like how this yarn is dyed, as it's making this ripples and color. So I finished one hank now, and I have to start another one. I do have a bit more for the length to work on. And if you remember from the last week, I started to work a cotton version. And this morning I decided to rip off everything what I did into this cotton version, because I wanted to try some short rows to see how I can shape this neckline, round neckline, making it shorter in the front, but without I don't think it's straight, but without single crochet, because most of the crochet patterns, if they have short rows, they have single crochet short rows, and then they are starting with the pattern. And I wanted to Just keep up the same pattern. This single crochet is just the border. I added it to see how it's looking, and I think it's working pretty good. But it is just a trial, but I will show you right away as a tip of the week how I did this short rows, and maybe you will try it, and I think it's pretty good. So yeah, let me show you right now how I did this short rows. You will see that this I filmed it right when I was trying it, and it turned out pretty great from the first try. So yeah. Okay, so first gather everything. I have a pen, the crochet hook, the yarn, and a notebook because I need to write it down whatever I'm doing. And I do believe that before starting to work on the short rows, you need to calculate everything as a regular round yoke, and because it's easier if you already know how many stitches do you need to have at certain point and so on, how the increases work, how many increases and so on. So I have started with 120 stitches, so 40 V stitches. And at round 4 is my first increase round, so I will have 10 V stitches to add, and I will have 50 V stitches. So I'm thinking right now to lower this front panel, and I think I will start with the half number of stitches, and then I will see from over there. Right now I'm thinking to add, because the V stitches are pretty wide stitches, it's not like with double crochet or whatever, so I'm thinking to add a V stitch at every end, starting first with half of the stitches. So let's just try it out. I will just chain because I will need a multiple of 3 plus 1, so I will chain 61 stitches, and I will start right away with an increase. So I will do a V stitch. This is the half double crochet, the first, counting as a half double crochet, then chain 3 and a half double crochet right into the first stitch, and in this way I'm adding 1 V stitch at the beginning of the row. Now I'm following the pattern that I have, so we will skip 2 stitches and then work this variation of V stitch in half double crochet. So half double crochet, chain 3 and another half double crochet into the same stitch. And we will repeat with this V stitches until the end of the row, until the last stitch. So now I have this V stitch at the beginning, and I will have to finish with that V stitch at the end. Okay, so I work another V stitch into the last stitch. And now I will continue to increase on working 1 more V stitch at each end. Let's see how many V stitches do I have now, and I will write it down. So after row 1 I have 21 V stitches, so I'm with 19 stitches less than the initial calculation. So now I will add another V stitch to continue increasing on this end. So I chained 5, and now I want to go into that half double crochet, but I think it will be better if I will go right into the stitch before. So I will go into that chain stitch over there, and I did finish the first increase again, and now I will go into each 3 chain space and work this variation of the V-stitch, and I will work it into each stitch. It's important to know that at row 4 we have some increases to make, because as I said, I think it's important to keep up with the pattern, with the increases, otherwise I don't think it will look nice. So for now we are not worry about it because we are just at row number 2, but it will come. So now I will work the V-stitches up to the end of the row, and at the end of the row I will add this V-stitch over here. So now I'm working the last into the last V-stitch, and now somehow I need to add another one, and I will put it into the 3rd chain over here. I don't know for yet if it's right or not, but I do want to have it not to be too much tension on this edging. That's why I'm trying to keep it as nicely and looser as I can. So now if we're counting, we just added 2 more stitches. So at round 2 I will have 23 V-stitches, and I will continue to add another V-stitch, but this time I want to make the first chain longer. So I will do it of 4 chains and not 2 chains, because I want my edge, my neckline edge, to make a nice curve shaping into the front. So I will chain 4, and then I will chain the separating chain, which is 3 chain stitches, and then I will go with a regular half double crochet. So I only need one leg of the V-stitch to be longer, the one that is on the neckline edging. And now I will go with a V-stitch into each 3 chain space. And remember that this is row number 3. And if we're adding 2 more V-stitches, 1 at each end, this will add 2 more V-stitches on our neckline. Okay, so at the end of the row I will work the last V-stitch into the last chain, the chain space, and I will do the 2nd increase. I will go again trying to look at this chain over here and try not to stretch it too much. So I want to go naturally, so I will go into the 2nd stitch over here, chain stitch, and I will do the first leg of the V-stitch, which is a half double crochet, then chain 3, and I will do a triple crochet to make that 2nd leg longer and to have that curve going nicely and round. So now we did 3 rows, and right now on the 4th row we will need to do the increases, and the first increases that I calculated in the original pattern is to increase with one V-stitch at every fourth V-stitch, and I will keep that proportion even if I don't have the same number of V-stitches right now because I'm shaping this neckline, but I will keep it the same. So I will keep the same proportion, the same section, repeated section for my increases. Of course that it won't be uneven because right now I have 25 stitches, so it's not a multiple of 4, of course, but I will keep the same proportion, and that's why I think it's important to calculate all the increases from the beginning, because in this way you're not getting confused on okay how I'm doing the increases, and the increases are necessarily to be done because it's a round yoke, and otherwise all this fabric that you are building up right now on the short rows, if you're not making the increases, it will stay bulky on as a fabric that is extra over there. So now I will keep with the increase at the beginning of the row, and I'm doing a regular V-stitch from the beginning, so with chain 5 and then the half double crochet. So now I'm not doing a longer leg right now. And after doing that first increase, I will start counting my increases. Okay, so now I'm working 1, 2, 3, 4, and here on the 4th I will do the increase, so I'm not counting that first stitch. I'm not sure for now if you should count it or not, but in the end it works, so I will go like this. So I'm working an increase and then continue and repeating 3 V-stitches, and into the next space 1 increase. And I will keep repeating to the end of the row. I don't know because it's not a multiple of 4 what I have, so I will have some extra V-stitches in the end, but it's fine. I'm not because when we will add the chain to complete the front panel, then we will adjust to have the required number of V-stitches that we need. So let's continue to finish this row with 3 V-stitches and 1 increase. The increase I'm making with 1 half double crochet, 3 chains, 1 half a double crochet, 3 chains, 1 half double crochet into the same space. Another increase over here. And another one. Okay, so I have 2 V-stitches left. Now I will do 1 increase, and I will have an extra V-stitch because we started with 25 and we have a section of 4, so we increase with 6 V-stitches. Now I will finish with a V-stitch into the last, and of course not to forget about the increase at the end of the row, so I will add 1 more V-stitch. So now if I'm calculating correctly, we started with 25, added 6 into those increases, which will give us 31, plus 2 at the beginning, and at the end of the round this will we will end up with 33 V-stitches. Now I'm counting, but as I remember, I counted not correctly in this try, but yeah, there should be 33 V-stitches after this count. Yeah, I think I lost the count at some point. It's important to write down everything, doesn't matter if it's correctly or not, because if you're not writing, then you don't know what you're doing. Anyways, we have here I counted 34, so it ended up that I need 16 more V-stitches, but in the end I will need 17. And now I will work the next round, increasing again at the beginning and at the end of the row. And you can continue and with these short rows work as many as you wish. I think I will stop and I will start to completing the front panel right now, and of course that you need to know how many V-stitches you will need to have at that row, and I need to have 50 V-stitches, and to add the number of V-stitches that on the front panel to complete the round. So I will start working. I will keep increasing on this around when turning, because I will work, and I will work a longer V-stitch with a longer leg. So chain 7 and then a half double crochet into that first stitch, and then I will continue to work 1 half double crochet into each V-stitch, into each 3 chain space. And of course that at the end of the row we will add again a V-stitch at the end of the row to increase on the other end as well. Okay, so at the end of the row I still have to work the last V-stitch into the last chain, and I will finish the row with another increase, so working a half double crochet, but it should be an increase, a V-stitch with that long leg. So half double, chain 3, and then a triple crochet into the same stitch. So now if I'm counting the V-stitches again, I will have 35 V-stitches, and now is when I'm counting it correctly. So I had 33 at the last row, and now because I added 2 more, I will have 35 V-stitches. So now this will give me 15 V-stitches less than what I should have according with the pattern. So now if I want to chain, I do need to add the number of chains required for 15 V-stitches. And to make it easier for me, I will just count after chain 2, then the third I will count it as a V-stitch, so every third stitch I will count it as a V until I will have 15. If you want to do it differently, then 15 multiply with 3, and this will give you a 45 chains plus 2, because we will end up this to have the separating chain from the last V-stitch as well. And after completing the number of chain stitches, so this is the chain that we're adding to complete the round for the front panel. And as I said, you can continue to work more short rows if you want to lower even more the front panel. Then I will join this chain over here, and I need to be careful because I need to join it into the 4th chain because I have a longer V-stitch at the beginning of the other row. But I think I went into the second one, and it won't matter that much. So now after joining, you will need to turn your work, because otherwise if you're going into the same direction, then it will be too tall, the stitches. So we will start right into the 3rd chain with a V-stitch. The 3rd chain, extra chain that we added for the front panel. And as we did on the foundation chain, we will work a V-stitch, skip 2, and another V-stitch into the next row, into the next stitch. And we will do that until we will get at the end of this chain, front panel chain. Okay, so I will continue to go until the end of the chain, and here, believe it or not, but I will join with a slip stitch in that half double crochet. So this is how I'm finishing the round, and now I will go with the slip stitches into the next 3 chain space and start my next round from over there. The only question is right now is that I will cut the yarn, because otherwise the joining of the rounds will be somewhere into the front, and I don't want it to happen like that. And what I'm not sure about is where it will be at the beginning of the round, because when you're working like a regular round yoke, it doesn't matter when you're starting. When you're splitting, you just go and count from that stitch where you are. But this time I will need to to make sure that the back panel is right into the position, because you don't want the sleeve to end up into that curve of the front panel. So at this moment in the video, I'm not sure about how to count those stitches and how to divide this yoke, this shaped neckline, but I will figure it out in the end. Hopefully, I hope that it will work. So in the end, I just decided to split the amount of V-stitches by 10. So I will go with the 10 rule, and I will divide 3/10 for the front and back, and 2/10 for the sleeves. This will end up with 15 V-stitches for front and back, which is nice because we added 15 stitches into the front panel when we join it. So I think is the calculations are good, and we will have 10 V-stitches for the sleeves. So 10 with 10 with 15 with 15 will give us 50 V-stitches, and this is the number of V-stitches that we have at the end of the round. At this point right now, while I was working, I just started the round from where I thought that it would be the back panel, but then I was thinking of this 10 rule, and I decided to divide the yoke by 10 and to divide the stitches as I said earlier. I'm not sure yet if by the end of the yoke this will work. So here we are. I changed the stitch marker and I put it marking the 15 stitches for the back, 15 for the front, and 10th for each sleeve. So at this point, I'm not sure if it will work when splitting, because I didn't finish the yoke yet, but I will keep working and I will keep you updated if I have some idea of how to do it. And of course, if you know already and you want to share with us, then feel free to let your tips in the comments. Now I will continue to work a border over here because I'm super curious to see how it will look polished. So here it is, working 3 rounds in single crochet and then 1 round in slip stitches. And this is how it's looking in the end. And I think it's pretty good for now. So I'm happy with it. I think I will test it out even more with these short rows because I do like it, how it turned out. So again, if you want to work more short rows, you can do so, and if you want to, this will lower even more your neckline in the front. But keep in mind that always to make sure that you're counting the increases as well. I hope you find this method interesting and you will want to try it. I think it will work only for this specific stitch. Maybe if it will be a different stitch pattern, not a V-stitch, maybe a simple stitch, then we will need to think about something else. But I'm kind of happy with the result. Now I want to keep working and see how I will do the splitting. But the neckline looks pretty good right now, so it's lowered in the front and a bit higher in the back for that anatomic shape of the neckline. So yeah, now I will continue to work on that. I will keep you updated with the splitting and everything, and see you later. It's finally Friday. It's raining. It's not a nice weather at all, but it's a good weather to stay inside and work on some projects. So I will take a seat and I will continue working on some of my projects that I have. Then I will have to go and pick up my daughter, and then we have dancing lessons. So yeah, the week is over, and I will also end up this weekly journal because it's getting too long already. And thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it, and see you next week. Bye.